Before I get started with this video, first I gotta say thank you to the 7,000 or more than 7,200 subscribers to this channel currently. Thank you. I mean, it's mind blowing the amount this channel has grown. Just to put it in perspective, in case you don't know, this year on January 1st, this channel was at 3,800 subscribers, 3,887 subscribers. We've almost doubled that, right? That was 16, yeah, almost doubled that in the first half of the year, which is just, it's crazy amount of growth. So thank you for everyone that's hit that subscribe button. Honestly, it means a lot. All that stuff really helps out the channel, helps out me out, all that stuff. So thank you. First, I want to start with that. Before we do this channel update, I don't know if I've ever said this on a YouTube video. I've said it on live streams a lot, which if you're not a part of that community, you should definitely think about joining over on twitch.tv/D20 woodworking or when I go live here. But the reason I do all of this, right? The reason I post all the videos I post and I go live all the times I do and all this stuff, the reason I do it all is because the goal one day is to do this full time, right? That's the goal and the hope. Now, will it happen this year? Probably not. Next year, probably not. It'd be an amazing thing if it happened next year, but I'm not really expecting it. The following year is like, I think realistically in my head, like the first time it could actually happen. So everything I do on this channel or on the live streams or whatever is toward that goal, right? For those that don't know, I'm a journalist by trade. I work in the journalism industry for a long time now, ever since actually starting in college and now throughout or out of college and through now. And I've done tons of different things. I write, I do podcasts, I do video, I shoot the video, I edit it, all of it. I do everything. And while I enjoy what I kind of do, I hate working for the man, right? And I enjoy creating content, but I enjoy creating content on my terms on things I really love covering. And the board game industry is that. I love this industry. I think it's really fun. There's a lot of amazing people. And that's why I want to do this full time. And I think my responsibility as a content creator is to create as much content as I feasibly can in as many places as I can for as many people as I can, right? That's roughly like the goal of a content creator. So recently I was reading around on Reddit and some people were asking about Marvel Champions blogs. And there used to be some out there and I don't really know if there is any anymore, or if there is, let me know that, I guess, down in the comments, because I would like to read them too. But blogging is one thing that I feel like is kind of lacking in the board game, in the Marvel Champion space. I think the board game industry does have some really good bloggers that are out there. But I felt like it's not a space in which I kind of was in, and I should be in. I should be in all the spaces. Realistically, I should be doing all of it. So for those that don't know, I have now officially started a blog. Now you can check it out over on medium.com, /@D20 woodworking. I only have a few posts up right now. And if you want, you can also see it. Actually, I don't even know if this will show it on the page of Patreon. Yeah, I'll show some of it. So it's like the free ones. And the free, you have to like make an account and like join the free tiers. That's how they're free. But some of the old ones I think are just up there. But anyway, there are now blog posts on those two sections. Because I know not everyone likes reading on the Patreon like browser. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Medium's kind of like a little more built out for. I don't know if it'll actually let me read this. I think I have to create an account first. Yeah, oh no, it does work. So it's like a little bit easier to read on this compared to what Patreon is. So these are the two platforms in which I have the blog going on now. With that being said, you can feel free to join either one of these, or both of them, or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. Whatever is easier for you. And right now I'm pumping out about a blog a day. I don't know if I'm going to keep that pace. I've had a lot of different things that have come up to write about. Not all of it is board game, or I'm sorry, not all of it is Marvel Champions related. A lot of it's like general board game industry stuff and some Marvel Champion stuff. Some of it relates to videos that I've done and so forth. So I just want to do a shout out that there is a blog. I think I might even venture more into like other stuff that I'm interested in, like the Marvel comics or movies or video games or whatever. I haven't really fully decided if it's going to be strictly that, but I think it'll be mostly board game. Now, one of the things I need to point out, though, is that about 1 in 5 posts is going to be behind a paywall. Now, I know a lot of people dislike this stuff, that, you know, people put things behind paywalls. And the reason I do it is to kind of go back to the original point that I do want to do this full time. And I do feel like, I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that you should put everything out there for free and then get rewarded on it through paying memberships. And I don't disagree with that. I think it's a very good tactic overall, but I also want to reward the people that are giving me money, right? That's really what it comes down to. So you'll notice that on Medium, like I think there's 8 posts up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 posts up, and then one of them is a paid post, right? So if you have a Medium account that you pay for, you can read this one and it's already up there, right? Same with the Patreon one. I believe I have it set to any tier on Patreon. You be able to unlock this. No, I won't even show me what it is. But you'll be able to unlock it. I'm pretty sure any tier will get you access to this. Now, the one thing I want to note out, and I don't want to show it on screen because I don't want to show my Discord, but if you are a YouTube member at any of the woodworking tiers or a Twitch subscriber, I feel like you've given me money and you deserve the other blog posts as well. Or if you're a supporter on Discord, because now that exists and you can support me on Discord. But I feel like you should still get access to those blog posts that are behind the paywall. So if you support me anyway monetarily, I will get you access to that. On the Discord, make sure that your Twitch or your YouTube or whatever the account is linked to your Discord account. And there's a special secret area in my Discord account that shows up. And then it'll have like a forum that just has like all the ones that are going to be behind the paywall. So you can just go in there and you can read it that way. Because again, I don't want to be like, if you really want to support me on Twitch because you really like Twitch and you think it's good and whatever, I don't want to like not let you be able to read these things. So if you're wondering like, hey, am I going to have to support D20 in 2 different spots to get these blog stuff? No. It's all like together. So anyway, I just want to point that out. If you want to support the blog, follow me on here or on Patreon, whatever's easier for you. You probably have seen in the YouTube community section that I put up like posts that show it, but it's just, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that every single time or whatever. And that's also a friendly reminder to join the Discord down below. All the links are down there. Go check them all out if they interest you. Now, the one other thing I want to note is with this, we have, do I have the post up here? There it is, the new goal. And I thought this was pinned to the top, but I guess I messed up on it. So we have a new Patreon goal. Patreon is one of those things that I think for me moving forward, I'm going to have to do more of to kind of help support this channel. And I think 1 month we'll get into all the finances of everything. Maybe in a future video, I haven't really decided yet. But we'll get into the finances of a lot of stuff. But Patreon is going to be one of those supporting goals or supporting things for the channel. So the Patreon goal is pretty simple. If I get 20 paid members on this Patreon account, I will do a 3-handed game of Marvel Champions live on stream, and then put the video up on YouTube. But it'll be like physically played, not tabletop simulator. Like I'm gonna physically play 3-handed. So anyway, that's that. I thought that was pinned to the top, but I guess I'm not as good at stuff as I am. But a lot of you might see like, wait, D20, you have 42 members. I don't. I have a lot of free members. There's currently 12 paid members. So this is on an incognito browser. So this is what it should look like if you just go in. So you can go here under the About section and just see like, paid members is 12, just in case you're wondering how far away I am. I also don't hide the money figures because I feel like that should be open. Like I don't know, that just seems like a weird thing to me. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to support, cool, greatly appreciate it. If you just want to create a free account and check it out for a while and you don't think it's quite worth like paying for it yet, I highly encourage you to do that as well. I do a lot of free posts, like I said, the blog posts and stuff. So anyway, feel free to do either one of those. All right, so now I'm at the part where I have to look at my notes and stuff because I can usually do this from memory, but I'm not always the best at it. So one of the other things I want to mention is that you're going to be seeing more different kinds of content on this channel. I'm obviously still doing Marvel Champions stuff. I don't think that Marvel Champions is going away. It's obviously staying there. It's going to stay, right? Just understand that. I also want to do, you might have noticed this, there are more Marvel Champions plays that are happening that aren't from the live stream, and this is by design. The reason being is because when I'm doing the live play like on stream, there's rules errors, like things that get missed. There's a lot of interaction with chat that I know people don't really care for. There's less like explaining the cards and like showing the cards and whatnot, because like most people in the live stream like understand what the cards are. So we have started to on this channel to do more content, that's just like me playing the game. You can expect more of that. I will continue doing, that type of content. I think it's good content to have. That doesn't mean that the live replays are going to stop or anything like that. I'm just going to be doing this in addition to. The same I think I want to do with Marvel Legendary. I really love Marvel Legendary. It has been a really, really, really fun game. And I think I would like to start a series where I do it like once a week, Marvel Legendary. That's a non-live stream play. And same with Champions, right? So we do Sunday morning coffee and games. And really, I think it's just going to be Sunday morning coffee and Marvel Champions at this point. So we're going to be doing expanded content like that. We also, I really love Hero Realms. I haven't been able to play much of that. Lorcana, I'm getting my hands on the solo box, so that should be coming. We're going to be doing more of that stuff. We've obviously on Friday nights, we've done more streams with novels, my wife, and you've probably seen the uploads too. We're playing a lot of two-player games. I want to start doing some unmatched stuff, which a lot of people say I would really like. So like, there's more content or more stuff that's going to be happening on this channel. Video wise, I don't want people to think that's like, oh, it's going to be less Marvel Champions. It might be like slightly less, but like not a lot. The goal is to put out more content, right? For those that don't know or keeping track, I roughly put out about 2 videos a day, and except for when I travel for work, then it drops down to 1. So I want to keep that pace up. I think I can do it. We do about 4 shorts a day. We're doing about blog posts a day. Like, we're just content nonstop. So anyway, you'll be seeing a lot of that stuff. Now, speaking of Sunday morning coffee and games, we have a new sponsor on this channel, Badass Coffee of Hawaii. This is one of their bags that I got. It's good coffee. It's really good stuff. One of the things I've talked about is that I don't want to be completely reliant on ad revenue or the donation handout, right, of things and of you all. While I'm really appreciative of everyone that's donated to this channel and given to this channel, I don't want to solely rely on it. I do want to work with sponsors for the channel. The way most board game content creators do it is they do Kickstarter previews. I refuse to do it. I'm not going to do it. I've thought about it. I've gone back and forth, and there's a lot of money to be made, and it's crazy what's out there, but I don't think it's right. I don't think it's the right thing. And I'm not judging people that do it. Like I'm not. I get it. You got to make money how you can make it, or you're providing a service that like helps people. Not knocking it. I just don't think it's the right thing for me to do. I think I'm a very critical person with a lot of things, as you've seen on this channel. And I know a lot of people don't like this channel because of it. Is like, I'll just say, like, I don't like certain heroes. I don't think certain mechanics are good, or I don't like certain things about this game or whatever. And I may still love the game, right? But I don't love everything about every game, if that makes sense. And unfortunately, being a Kickstarter preview, you kind of have to just look at all the positives and none of the negatives. And I think that misleads you. I don't think I can do that without a bias, right? I just don't see it. So I'm not doing that. So I need to look for sponsors outside of this. Now, unfortunately, there's not a ton of sponsors that really want to deal with a content creator even my size, but not in this niche of a space. So with this coffee company, I'm fortunate enough that they are willing to work with me through commissions. So they're not paying me straight money or anything like that, but there is a link down below, an affiliate link down below. You can check it out. If you're interested, obviously, if you want to help the channel, one of the easiest ways to help this channel is through the affiliate links. I have a whole section now. I'm updating how my descriptions are. So there's obviously like the Amazon stuff, there's the coffee stuff, there's the keyboard and mouse stuff, there's the NordVPN stuff. If you're ever in the market for those things or just want to check it out, just click on it and check it out, right? It helps out this channel by just like getting those numbers up because it makes it look like we're, getting there type of thing. But if you're ever interested in supporting me, but you don't want to like just straight up give me money, but you buy stuff on Amazon, like try to use that affiliate link if you can. It's not a lot of money I make off of it, but pennies make dollars. So, but I've redone it so that there's basically the different like social media stuff is at the top and then like middle stuff and whatever. So, and also there's merchandise for those that don't know, so you can buy your own Valk is the Goat shirt, right? It might be a little different. My wife made this one, and the other one is done through Teespring. So, but anyway, so that is kind of the update with kind of sponsorship stuff. I'm trying to work with more companies to get more options for things because I know not everyone drinks coffee, so I'm trying to work with also a tea company, whatever. Badass is probably going to be my sponsor for most of the Sunday morning coffee streams unless something changes in the future, but we'll see that moving forward. But like I said, I'm not making like money off of it unless you buy something. So just the full disclosure on that. It's all commission based. But this, like I said, this is the type of stuff I need to do on this channel in order to go full time. But I can't work with like Kickstarter companies because just insider baseball. I've reached out to a lot of board game companies out there, right? About just like, hey, would you just sponsor the channel, whatever. There's not a lot of companies that are willing to do that. It's kind of interesting. There's a few that are kind of maybe iffy about it, but not for cash. They will not pay you. They'll just be like, we'll just give you a free copy for the game, which I'm grateful for, which is really great. I'm not saying that's not nothing, but if you're trying to do it full time, it's can't feed your family with board games. Maybe one day. But yeah, so anyway, those are kind of like the weird updates I just wanted to share that I feel like is kind of not overdue, but there's just a lot changing. There's a lot of things changing. The other thing I have to say is people have been asking, I don't have them down here because I think I've sold all of them, is the board game card holders and the hexagon tokens. I'm going to be opening up the Etsy shop in probably the next month or so. There's going to be a set limit of how many I make and then put in the shop. And then when they sell out, they sell out. But that's not like a FOMO thing. Like they'll be back next year. It's just easier to front load all the stuff and then sell it throughout the year, right? Like I don't think it's not going to go day one or month one or anything like that. But if you see things slowly like go out of stock that you wanted, just wait till next year. Like I'll just make it again in the spring, whatever. Because it's just easier to batch make this stuff because my wood shop is just a mess right now. So anyway, there's that. And yeah, I think that's really everything. But like I said, if you want to support directly to the Patreon, to whatever, all that stuff is really appreciative. Like it really means a lot to everyone that's ever given this channel money. Like thank you. It gets us really closer each and every time to the quote unquote the dream, right? The living the dream of doing this full time. The last thing I want to mention that there's a lot of people out there that just can't afford to support me monetarily. And I get it. Times are tough, right? I totally understand. But if you're the type of person that goes, well, how can I help in a different way, right? I still want to help, but how can I help in a different way? The biggest thing you can do, obviously, besides watching these videos and watching them like 50% plus the way through, like just if you have to put it on the background while you do something else, or you have me on the second monitor right now, I totally get it. Whatever you have to do, that's fine. But that's like the analytics that YouTube looks for, is that the average is over like 50% of the length of the video. But you see a video for me or anyone else. If you want to support other content creators, you can do the same exact thing. Watch the videos, turn off your ad block if you don't mind. I get we all hate ads. Even if you watch the video, it still helps out the analytics, but it helps out more if you take off an ad block. But the other thing, the biggest thing you could do for a content creator, if you cannot support them financially, which I 100% understand, is spread the word about the content, right? Either on Facebook or BGG or Reddit, wherever, or with friends, whatever it may be. Spread the word. That is how content creators grow. If you want to know how this channel has grown this much, is because, well, there's a few things. I finally understood how shorts should work, and that's just exploding on that side of things. So that's why that's going up. Is it's like half the reason that's going is because I finally figured out how to work shorts correctly. The other half is because of word of mouth. Honestly, like if I'm going around just telling everyone how great my channel is, they just go, oh, he sounds kind of arrogant and egotistical. And they're not supposed to know that yet, right? They're supposed to figure that out later when they watch the stuff. But right away, they'd be turned off by the channel. When it's somebody else in the community doing it, that has a much greater impact and means a lot more. And I see people doing it, right? And I really appreciate it. Like that stuff really means a ton. So thank you everyone that has supported this channel monetarily, hitting the like button, hitting that subscribe button, sharing the videos. All that stuff helps a ton. So thank you. Like honestly, thank you. It means a ton. So that's it for this update. Hopefully this covers some things. I think we can go into more detail about other things in the future update. But I do want to kind of do updates, not like super often, but like every now and again. I think it's cool to do an update. If you want to know like more of the nitty gritty stuff, Patreon. I actually, this is the one thing I do as exclusive to the Patreon is any paid tier. I like show financials and stuff. Like that's just, I show all the money. So you can see exactly how money is made on this channel and whatnot. So it's pretty fascinating stuff if you're into that type of stuff. So anyway, once again, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time.